Yeah. Shit. Today, I'm gonna do something a little bit different and play Doki Doki Literature Club. This should be pretty interesting. I know what goes on in this game already, because I haven't played it completely through myself, but I've seen playthroughs of the game. I'm really into it. I like what the game does. I haven't played Plus, and I don't know the extra content that's in it. I don't know if it adds more to the lore of Doki Doki Literature Club, or if it is just like straight, just extra side story cutesy stuff, which is fine with me too, but I guess we'll find out. I'll turn this music down. We'll go to the regular layout here, and I have DDLC. I'll just start the software. I don't think I have to update. What? Is this like the whole game loading or something? Or is it like downloading the game? I don't quite know. All characters in this game are over the age of 18. Okay. Just in case, by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. New game. Please enter my name. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Juice. Every time there's a fucking anime girl noise, I'm
putting the voice to this.
Clubs. Holds up a giant club. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. There's no way I'm going to your club. What kind of voice should we give Yuri? This is why I wanted to do this with my subs, or like with mods, so that they can each voice a certain character. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? You bitch!
Ah, Juice. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Juice. Activate smile.exe.
I can't. I feel like I'm just ripping off the Game Grumps by doing a computer voice of Monica. But hey, they didn't have this mixer.
We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have... Imagine having fucking tea. Yo, what's up, Monica? Bam boom.
So, what made you consider the Literature Club?
I was afraid of this question. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds, like Final Fantasy VII. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Like Final Fantasy VII. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Like in Final Fantasy VII? Now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. The club. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. In what sort of fucking fantasy world does this dude live in? I've seen the MC. He's not that cute. You know what I mean? Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. And that note will be a G sharp. Let me get a G sharp for you. There it is, baby. That is the note we were ending on. Do you guys enjoy the G sharp? With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? I think you'll be okay, my dude. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't know who the hell I'm gonna get now. What? I have to make perfect poems? So you mean like I have to get 20 out of 20 to get the side stories? Because that's like why I'm doing this. I mean, I hope that that's okay. Because I want to get the side stories with each of them. You looking for something in here? You looking for something in there? I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. See, I like slice of life stuff in anime. Like, I think the slice of life stuff in Dragon Ball Super is probably more interesting than, like, most of what happens in the rest of the show. That might be a hot take. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Dragon Ball reference. We like it. Since you enjoy baking too, right? Why does she look so fucking pissed? Why does she look so fucking, like, scared and pissed that I asked that? That's... Like, okay. In a real world situation, if you is it because you like baking too? Why is the girl gonna look... why is she looking like this? Like, oh my god, you found me out. I like baking even though I gave you a cupcake yesterday? Oh no, gods. Fuck. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Fucking... The arm comes out again. Fucking choke slam you against the ground. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yo, everyone's like 0 for 18. Do you like my Monica laugh? Really? We don't have to worry about impressing him. Rakanai! Come in here and help me voice these fuckers. I can't keep this up. I can't do it. Okay, Rakanai is gonna help us.
... Oh man, my lines are great. This is a good poem, Juice. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's
Oh
not
my.
that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I don't know, are you? I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Hee hee. Yeah. It's bad to skip breakfast.
A fucking pose.
This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
Yes. Oh, wait. No! Natsuki can be a little
Natsuki.
bit biased. No.
She really fucking likes acorns.
Yeah.
do the MC voice in a Sonic voice? Are you fucking kidding? Okay, for a certain amount of time, I guess I will try that. I haven't done my Sonic voice in a while, honestly. Biased? Oh my god, hold on. I have to get back into my Sonic, like, hey! Biased? How? God. I don't know how to do a lot of this stuff in Sonic voice. Hey! Do you mind if I read your poem now? Like, it's so hard to do without fucking, like, yelling. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Needs to be cockier, Juice.
You want to try voicing a character too? Sure, Brabbit. Hop in staff chat. Which one do you want to cover?
But it took you a long time to read.
I'm Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog! I can't read! I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty!
Eh?
Also, I liked the poem! Even though it's short, yeah! Okay, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I'm done with this fucking Sonic voice for the MC. I'm gonna destroy my throat.
Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Takes the fucking poem, starts eating it.
This is good poem.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Fucking barfs.
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Juice.
I must have totally missed the point.
You did only glance over it, after all.
I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Well, it makes me happy that you think that. And Juice liked my poem too, you know.
That is true. I did like all of the poems.
That's bad on you, man.
Yeah.
Can't be playing all these girls at
Yeah,
once.
I'm just such a player. I like their poems, all right?
They got nice, big poems.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Juice started showing up.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't
This
involve
doesn't
you!
involve you!
Suddenly, both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Juice? She's trying to make me look bad.
If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. I'm going with the Natsuki route for the first day because we're trying to unlock the side stories, so hopefully I get it. But honestly, they both have their points in the argument.
Yeah, they do.
Natsuki's voice whines.
Hello.
Everyone welcome Brabbit. Brabbit's gonna be voicing Monica. Let's go, let's go. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Jesus. Like, what? Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Juice.
Well, you're certainly not gonna fucking do it.
Yeah. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Juice. And to be honest,
I really liked that laugh. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, it doesn't even matter! Yeah, honestly, like, playing this game, I do appreciate, like, the advice that the girls give to the player about the poetry. Because poetry is interesting me, like, legitimately. I really do like writing, as I do write sometimes.
Juice! Ready to walk home?
I broke my legs.
That's fine, I'll carry you.
Sayori beams at me.
You know, Juice, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club.
We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. And Sayori's getting like hella friend zone in this play. There's not a lot of people here though right now. It's definitely like a low-key kill stream. Holy fuck.
Don't, oh god, he's gonna kill me. I need to get out of here.
What was I? A low-key chill stream is what I meant to say. So thank you all, for being here in the first place. Let's try exit. Return to the desktop. Okay. Yes. Wait. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we unlock Natsuki's. We didn't. We only got one.
Might need to continue on with more stuff for it.
Yeah, maybe we have to have a more perfect poem with Natsuki. Can I? Oh, I can set this as a wallpaper. All right, we're going with Natsuki for now. Okay. Oh, hiya!
Hiya!
Oh, these are new
Pink.
words, aren't they?
Yeah, that's gonna be different words every time.
Kawaii. Shiny. This one's poof. Okay. Kitty.
Kitty.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Marriage. Shit. Milk.
Yeah.
See, I feel like the Yuri ones are usually pretty easy. Play. What?
Yeah.
Really?
That's not what okay, not what I would have thought. Hop, probably. Yeah.
Giggle. Boop. Skirt. Candy. Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Whirlwind?
Parfait, probably.
Oh, yeah. Puppy. Silly.
Silly.
No, shit, that was... Really? I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi... Oh. I accidentally skipped that, but it said hi, Juice.
Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No, thanks.
Eh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? This is a little stupid from this MC, I think. I think this is a little rude.
Eh?
Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it.
How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry! And so, that only leaves the one option.
Detective Juice is on the case.
Yeah, fucking light Yagame or in the house.
And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Jesus Christ.
I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Wait.
The revolution? Let me get out the snare drum. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Suddenly,
Your
the door
excuse?
swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous. Is it mischievous or mischievous? I think it's mischievous,
both.
right?
In this case, I think it's mischievous, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard it both ways.
I think it depends on the context, but yeah, it can be said both ways.
Okay. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
Oh my.
Natsuki is gay confirmed. Kya! The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles.
Wah wah!
Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. Exclamation point. I can almost... Really? I can almost see up her skirt.
You're saying you wouldn't try?
Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Or maybe she did. What are you looking at? I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv! Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. I don't know what the fuck that noise is. Monica! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez! Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy.
She knows.
Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. I guess we're gonna go with Natsuki. Ellipses question mark. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. You're trying to impress me? I have to use the bathroom. I really just have to fucking shart right now. Hey, Juice, did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No.
No, I only looked at her panties once today.
Oh my
Come on.
God. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? She's a huge fucking bitch. Amy likes
That's why
spiders.
I'm not friends with her.
Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? We will do, I showed it to who last time? Yuri? So show it to Yuri.
Yeah.
Second this time.
Ellipses.
Are you still mad at me?
Eh?
You prefer her writing over mine. Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. I know this is what Monica wants. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. That's all I need.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I guess I don't really have a choice.
Haha, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden!
What? It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. I'm sorry, MK just made me chug like this entire freaking thing of water with what he redeemed. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. Well, I don't think I have to pick Natsuki for this route, or do I have to? I always feel bad for Sayori no matter what in this fucking game because, I mean, we know what happens, so it's like, because I would hope everyone here knows what happens. So I'm gonna give her some happiness. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Natsuki?
I would, like, with that choice, I feel sad for Sayori all the time, but there's no right answer there.
Yeah. Alright, so Bubbles. Sugar. What is that fucking meme with the... Is it the dog in the plane?
Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop.
Boop. 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 I say boop, and I'm a 26-year-old grown man, and I say boop to people.
I say boop.
Candy.
Normalize booping.
Normalize booping. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in, too.
Were you practicing piano again?
Oh, I was killing kids. Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano?
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Ma-nika. Or Mon-ika. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? I wonder, like, what they do in other languages for stuff like that. Because,
Well,
like, no one in English knows what that is either. So I'm wondering what they do in Japan specifically.
I think, I don't know, actually. I think this game was made English first, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the times they rewrite the joke, like, for a whole different joke.
Yeah.
So they might have a word in English there and be like, no one who doesn't understand English get it. Usually they rewrite jokes, the translation teams.
True. When will Monica say fuck? True. You're so funny, Juice. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Ellipses. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Geez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she what the fuck? Monica? And she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. I actually saw an animation of, like, what Monica would say to Sayori in that situation. But it was like evil Monica, where she was just like, she goes up to her and... Who should I show my poem to first? Well, it's going to be Natsuki, since we're going the Natsuki route. Let's see! I don't care if you hate them. Oh my god. Just please tell me I'm the best. Jesus Christ, Natsuki. It's not any good. And I know you hate my poems. Jesus fucking Christ! What is it with this girl? Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. But when I feel small, I don't get very far. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer. because you think of me, because you. This is honestly a really sweet poem. It brings me back to when I was in like high school and I would write poems for girls. I actually used to do that. Well, it actually helped me write songs, so I'm glad I did it. But I used to be the very lovey-dovey, like typical 14 to 18-year-old boy. Actually, I don't really know anyone else who did that. Now that I think about it, I don't think any other guys really wrote many poems for girls they liked.
They won't tell you the truth, but a lot of people probably wrote something and threw it away. Not
Yeah,
projecting.
that's probably true, honestly.
Totally not projecting.
No. Okay, funny story time actually, because this was a big F on my part. I was infatuated with this girl because I just thought she was super fucking cute. I only talked to her like once. I think I was like 17 or something, and like I like written songs at this point and stuff like that, and I was like, how the fuck do I talk to, like, how do I start this conversation with this girl? She was shy. She barely talked at all ever, and I was just like, how do I approach this woman? I don't understand. And then I asked my buddy Sam. He was sitting next to me. He was the lead singer of my band at the time. He was just like, why don't you just like write something on a note card like, are you a beaver 'cause damn? And I was like, so I did that. I wrote on a note card. I wrote, are you a beaver 'cause damn? And I wrote my number on it. And I thought and I just like, after band class, I was like, oh my God. And then I just like walked up to her and I was like, hey. And then I just like gave her this note card and I was like, like,
Oh no.
like, here you go. And I was just like, yeah, call me. And no, I never got any sort of response at all from that woman, by the way. That was like the biggest like failure ever.
I've got a pretty big F as well, so you're not the only one being embarrassed.
Would you care to share, or?
I will share if
Go
you would
for
let
it.
me.
Yeah, go for it.
So, I think this is 5th grade, and I started getting really close with this girl.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a story that I can end at 5th grade, but it goes on because she became like my best friend after.
Okay.
But in 5th grade, I started getting close with this girl, and we were talking, and then our classes got swapped, so I was no longer in the same classes with her. And the day that we were supposed to switch classes, she asked me out, and I was young, I had like 0 social skills whatsoever, and I said I don't know, and I guess she only heard no and walked away.
Oh no! That's so sad.
I ended up having to like write a note explaining like I'm too scared of losing our friendship, and that's sort of how I felt at the time. And then right after I sent her that note, we were exchanging notes like in this classroom because she'd have the same class right after me, and we sat in the same seat.
Yep.
I went home and went on Yahoo Answers and asked for help.
Oh my God.
I think Yahoo Answers went down. I don't know if they archived all the questions, but I could probably go and find it.
You could probably find it in the Wayback Machine or something if you looked hard enough for it.
I went on Yahoo Answers and like begged for help. How do I talk to a girl that I like? And it's like, just everyone was like, just talk to them. And then I'm like, I'm in 5th grade and no one talked to me again anymore.
Oh no.
This is why I told no one about my feelings in high school.
Yeah, honestly, now that I like think about it, I was so dumb. I mean, I had a couple relationships in high school. Like I had one when I was like 15, and then I had like my first love when I was like 16, 17.
Yeah.
Who I still talk to here and there. And she was like my best friend for like 4 years going up until there. But when I really think about it, like, compared to me now, I'm like, I never should have fucking done it. Like, don't even bother. I just don't. Just figure yourself out. No one knows what the fuck they want. No one knows who they are, what they're doing, who anyone else is. Feelings are confusing. Just get to know yourself.
Yeah.
After all, she's the youngest one here. They're all over 18, though. I don't think it's really that much of a difference, is it? Or was that added after? What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her in the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. The poem's a little fucked up, a little dark, I would say, a little on the dark side. Rakanai, welcome in. Wait, why did this poem creep you out so much, Izzy? Not to get too physiological or anything. Wait, what? What did I just say? Physiological? That's not the word, right? Wait, how do you say that?
Physiological.
Oh, physiological.
That was philosophical.
Yeah, philosophical is what I thought.
I was.
Hold on, let's go to the history and see what it actually was.
Yeah, I was going by what they.
Oh, it was philosophical.
Yeah.
I was going by what he was trying to say.
Yeah, I like half read this.
Theological.
And I was like,
I mean,
what the fuck? Say it again.
Recitation.
Can someone say the word again?
Philosophical.
Philosophical. Thank you. Philosophical. I don't know why that's a little like hard to say when I'm looking at that word, philosophical, because that doesn't it doesn't look like that doesn't look like it is the word, but at the same time, I don't know. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that! Obviously, if you already know what's going on, you look back at these quotes and they're really funny. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating airs, common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Oh no.
That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? No answer. Very dismissive from Monica there. Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. So you should make some of the banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere.
Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere.
Both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way if you give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would if I could, Monica, but you're not a fucking choice. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you.
Oh, God.
It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going with... Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for the weekend. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might happen or what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me that she was looking forward to it. It's already Sunday, holy shit. We time traveled, and the MC is very fucking strong. He's a time traveler, by the way. He used chaos control. I don't know. I mean, like, the main character, I think he's kind of a dick. I don't know, like, how he doesn't react to things differently in Act 2 and Act 3.
Yeah, it really does show, like I said before, the general public's understanding of mental illness, you know? Because I've just been watching, and I can definitely see, like, the double-sided coins, like how every option that this character has had so far, there is no right option, you know?
Yeah.
There's no right option present because he just doesn't know. At Sayori's mental state at that point, it's like if you choose Sayori, she feels like she's burdening you. But if you choose Natsuki, she feels more lonely. So
yeah. It's not like, and it's just like real life. Like, obviously, you can't just like build up confidence in someone and like all of a sudden that person isn't depressed in like a single day or something like that. That's just not how life works. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. Like, I wish, okay, maybe you should have visited her like yesterday or something. I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. I like the bird in the background and the cow. Sayori?
Hi, Juice.
Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
Yep.
There's more silence between us.
That's no good, Juice.
Eh?
If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings.
It's kind of shitty how a lot of people consider expressing their feelings weak, like when you're growing up and shit.
Just my punishment, isn't it? I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. You really put me in the trap, Juice.
Suddenly a giant fucking cage falls from the ceiling and traps her. Not going anywhere, bitch.
I've always been like this. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Juice? The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. I make other people put their energy in carrying a waste by having them spend it on me. That's what it feels like.
I wish there was a way for me to insert myself into someone's brain and just beat the fuck out of all of those thoughts that they can't beat the fuck out of themselves. You know what I mean? Just like insert a mini-me into a brain and like just fucking...
Yeah! Yeah!
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Yeah, that's... Oh, this is a part where I was like, okay, MC, you're being a little fucking stupid here. Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've betrayed... like I've been betrayed as your close friend.
You don't understand at all, Juice. I don't want to be cared about. It feels nice sometimes. It also feels like a bat being swung against my head.
Bonk.
But then, I discovered something else, too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart.
The fucking
Jesus Christ.
laughs after. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori.
The only thing that could have helped is if everyone could be like it always was. If everything could be like it always was. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments.
so like I just want to like squeeze her the stuffed animal sound. No, stop crying.
Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Ah! Juice. Juice.
Sayori isn't hugging me back.
Don't do this to me. Please don't do this.
So Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her to know is that I care. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Yep. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. Your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. It's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house.
Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is going to come over too.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
I know my friend is in a bad spot, but I might get laid.
I might get some. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know that she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Tess, you better pronounce the ellipses. I mean, come on.
That's your line.
Oh, fuck! I don't know what I was expecting, but I see Natsuki in something other than her school uniform But seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off.
Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already.
I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
You brought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did.
Good.
I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. I think we're fucking in the kitchen, no? Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. My heart stops.
Juice flies across the room.
Yeah. There's a hole in the wall where Juice's body remains. Hey, you made a fucking hole in my wall, you bitch.
Now you're treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. Just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Well, no. All characters in this game are over the age of 18. So she is not to be treated like a kid. She just has a petite figure. That is perfectly fine. That is natural.
Gross.
Let's just get started already.
You get all sour when a girl calls you gross.
No shit. What the fuck? But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn...
Fluid?
Piss on the ground?
Naughty.
Holy shit, there's piss on the ground, man. Strewn about every countertop. So we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to? Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Yeah. Natsuki!
Freudian slip.
Sake! One time I went to a what's it called? Hibachi place. Yeah, hibachi. And they, I I wasn't 21 yet, but we were at the hibachi table, and they were like, "Sake?" And I was like, I can't. They're like, "Sake?" And I was like, I can't. I'm not 21 yet. They're like, "Sake?" And I was just like, okay. And then they just squirted the sake into my mouth. I was like, all right, whatever.
Let's go.
Yo, big same. I apparently do not belong in my own streams. Oh man. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See? The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun.
I actually really like baking when I do it.
It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that, too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got struck by lightning and died. I got struck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Stuck. Shit, what? I can't read or speak or write. He got struck by lightning. That's canon now. I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it. See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger into the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist, breaks my fucking arm, throws it to the wayside.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, huh?
That sounds weird.
Do not make that fucking
This
noise
whole
after that
scene is a
line.
euphemism.
Jesus Christ.
The whole scene is all euphemism.
I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing.
What did I say?
I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross! You got it on my face!
No comment.
There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what?
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish! I'm faster. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Stop!
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. It's just fun seeing you react to it.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing.
What?
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. I don't know what kind of fire alarm that was. Is something burning?
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy.
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. Cock-block baking tray, right?
Yeah. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy.
We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like.
Is that 2 U's? I can't tell.
Yes, it is. I don't know what the hell that lawnmower sound was. Yeah, it's 2 U's. Ooh.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the pace and fastens a nozzle on each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
I wish I could have one now.
I don't see any harm in that.
My dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. So when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Ah, already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Jeez, Natsuki. Man.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayuri each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip.
I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. Did I even take the opportunity to get close to her like I wanted? I mean, you kind of did, I would say so. I think you scored some points. You just fumbled the bag a little bit, that's all.
I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki. What you said before, about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. You can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. So I'm assuming that this is your first ever time seeing this game. If you have any interest in playing the game, you should leave. That's just me saving your own ass. If you have interest in playing this game, which I do recommend to people because it does subvert your expectations in a big way and does a really good job of setting itself up. Yes, also big trigger warning coming up.
Do you really mean that?
Yeah.
I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Continues to get closer. What is happening?
How do I make this noise?
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayuri?
Eh?
Oh. Hi, Juice. Shit.
Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Juice. I just stopped by to say hi.
You should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye.
I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. I'm so sorry, my dog is going on the dog.
The little baby.
It makes me really happy.
As the tears are fucking coming out of her eyes, yeah, I'm sure. The dog.
That's just the neighbor's dog in game. Canon.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me.
Sayuri begins squeaking violently.
Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? Everything hurts so much. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. Monica was right.
Monica was right.
I should just...
Monica was right about what? I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade it for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
I'm scared, Juice.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Juice, I like you so much that I want to die.
Maybe don't do that. Maybe tone it back a little bit, Sayori.
That's how I feel.
I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Squeaky noise plays. Do you remember how I said Do you remember? Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to just give her the I love you, because it doesn't really make a difference anyway, so at least she's a little happier in this moment. Am I right? I love you.
Huh?
Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. By the way, what is this game about? You... It's about a lot of things.
I guess they're about to find out.
You're about to find out part of what it's about, which is...
Trigger warning, though.
Yeah, trigger warning. It's about... Part of the game is about mental illness. Part of it is like a meta-narrative. It's an ARG in a game. It subverts expectations of visual novels. It's about a lot of things. But the main story with the girls is about like mental illness and just
trauma.
Yeah, pretty much. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone else at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. A nice hug. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Why didn't they mod the bald guy in?
Sad.
Juice.
You're not bald.
Is this...
You'll never have to let go of me again. Except for in, like, a minute when we have to go to our own houses.
I love you, Juice. I want to be with you forever.
Me too.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why, even now?
It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Okay. I trust you. I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Juice.
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly.
Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me. Right?
I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me.
Right. I don't like that very much. I just don't like that. It's just, no, I'm not a big fan. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, and I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Juice! You're the first one here! The fucking no music. This is very uncanny valley. Thanks for being early. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. Fucking asshole. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. You should take a little responsibility for her, Juice. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Percent. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my... Times 50. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what is best... Before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Yeah. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori too. So, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself! Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. Well, here we are. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Where the fuck is this girl's parents? What is going on? She live by herself or what? Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. God, I fucking hate this. Waking her up in her own house? That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. An exception has occurred. See traceback text for details. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know it's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End. Doki Doki! Yeah! Yeah, okay. Subscribe! No, just kidding, you don't have to.